all who are tuning in. If you follow me on socials, you know that this is not my usual time. This is not my usual stream time. I have to work tomorrow night. Yes, you heard that right. Night. So I thought I would do a late Friday night stream this week just to kind of flip my schedule around and get me ready to work the night shift. It will be an entirely 12-hour difference from my usual shift. So I slept most of the afternoon away, washed my hair. As you can see, it is still wet. I realized I forgot to eat dinner, but I may just BRB at some point and eat something. But yeah, so we're doing a little late night Final Fantasy 16 stream. This is part 14. Part 14. And I love that we get to start during the more ambient part of the stream, where my lights are at their lowest setting. You can see the galaxy lights in their full glory, because usually I'm like ending the stream when it looks like this. So yeah, it'll be nice. It'll look more like this after the time change too. I love fallback. I'm in the minor percentile of people who enjoy when daylight saving time ends in November, mostly because it helps me go to bed early. But also, when it gets dark earlier, it means I can stream earlier and have this look as well. So I enjoy it for those two reasons. Anywho, gosh, where did we leave off? I don't even remember. There was a lot in the last stream. There was a lot of story developments that happened. We're reunited with Joshua. Prince Dion went crazy because of Ultima. It was Ultima's fault. His dad is dead. Clive and Joshua's mom is dead. Lots of different things. So I believe the next steps are to I think there's like a army of Waluders, if you will, or Akashic or something. Whatever. Anyway, Barnabas is on the move, and we have to basically find midship and save them, because they went to Canver, Mid, Gav, and Clive and Joshua's uncle Byron. They all went to Canberra and they're in danger, so we need to help them. But I believe we have a couple of side quests to do first. What is happening? We got some tangles. Stand by. Oh gosh, please don't let anything disconnect, Jesus. Hold on, I need to like fully. Okay. I think that worked. Nope. Alright, lots of wires, not a lot of cable management going on below me, so we have to deal with that. Let me see here. Doing more. Okay. Phew. Goodness. Maybe I need to push closer. I don't know. Oh. Whoopsie. It's fine. Okay. setup is falling apart. Okay. All right, let me turn down the brightness. I hate this hideaway music. It's very melancholy. Makes me sad. It's pretty, but it's also just sounds really sad. Okay. So the world's falling apart. Things Fall Apart literally is the name of the chapter. I forgot to share on socials, so pause. Every time I change my profile to be like Destiny Richards is live, I always forget to change it back. And it's like, I'm not still live, but so I'm just gonna leave Twitter open so that I remember to change it back. I'm hoping that helps. Okay. We should be good now. Oops. There we go. All right. So things fall apart. Upon the phoenix's wings, Joshua flies his allies away from the still smoldering ruins of the crystalline dominion and home to the hideaway. Alas, what should have been his happy reunion with Clive and Jill is overshadowed by the roiling clouds that have spread across the realm, driving all who wallow beneath them to desperation and despair. Which the music is doing a great job at portraying. So, we will take care.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
We'll take care of some of these side quests.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
That are all in the hideaway, it would appear, with green icons.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Oops, there we go.
Seems the hideaway's
blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped? Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Okie dokes. So we've got that one. There's also a new quest in here, in this room.
There's a storm coming.
Let's
Sid.
collect.
Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Okay, and then we have one more, I think. Or maybe two more. Oh gosh, there's so many. Oh, this is the atrium where we talk to the kiddos. But we also have,
The hideaway's lost its appetite.
I guess, another mission
Did you
in
see
here.
the pair that got hauled into tires?
We have a mission in the missives. A humble request. Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary, while I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor. To the attending of bandits in back alleys I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford, Senecal to Lord Byron Rossfield. Senecal? Seneschal? I have no idea.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Yes.
Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
Okay. Is that all the ones? Or is there another one here? There is one more. Goots.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Oh. Yeah. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like, said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Actually, I won't prioritize it yet. But it's been added to the list. Actually, we can do it now because she's right here.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking.
What is a papato?
Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Brigands.
Are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Yeah, we got a lash in, all right.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dallimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Keep getting wrapped up and stuff. Okay. I'm doing everything in weird order, but I'm just going by location.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
Oh gosh.
What do you reckon we should do?
Please
I
settle.
say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get it.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Middledore? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Not a
Miss
ninja-neer.
Middledore said, the best way I see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work
That's a
is
great
already
impression.
half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Inspect scales.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midderdoll's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Well, let's see the arm.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
And there's the pens.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers.
But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
That's the arm. Then the gear.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middledor's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes, we did it.
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers
Wait, the
who showed me how.
cogwheel.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future.
Heirs.
She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
What does that mean? Is that symbolic? It sounds symbolic.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
You've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Alright, one down. Let's check the tomes here. Well, the recipe or whatever.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life. In which regard, fried mortals of Skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Okay, now our missions will take us outside the area. Wait, I can't go. No way. Well. It looks like we can't go anywhere else for the time being. I didn't even know that. That's interesting. Okay. In that case, let me save then. I don't know why I spent it on that when I don't even use those abilities. Or at least that other one. That last one. Okay. Let's go then to the Krosjit Echoes in central Dalmatia. A wind-blasted sprawl of bottomless ravines, latticed with the colossal flotsam of a people fallen. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you?
Oh.
Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Picking it up.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Then we beat them up.
Go to it! Get him! This one. Sick him. So well.
Easy.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
This one. Over here. This one.
Wait, is this another side quest? Somewhere over here? Oh my gosh, we're just racking them up. Oh. He's in bad shape.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Oh, he dead.
I'll go. You catch your breath.
He be dead.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
I can knock this one out real quick.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Oh, this way. Hello.
I got here in time.
I'm still a little bit sleepy, but it could be worse.
Please,
Oh god.
I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Uh-oh.
That scar.
No, you don't know.
You're Sid. I was there in Cosnes when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Sir, walk away with your life. He can barely stand.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go.
Did he want to be killed? I'm confused.
Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Okay. Bye. If I go back, can I slay him?
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
His name is literally Dying Republican Soldier. Like... Okay. I don't think it would have been right to kill him in this moment, so I think I picked the same answer last time too. It's just kind of pathetic. Like, I'm not gonna kill someone I just saved. Because of what? Politics. Because of some misguided man you followed. This is a lovely piano melody. Piano medley? Melody? I don't know. It's a lovely song. It kind of sounds Kingdom Heartsy in a
We're
way.
nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Tabor. That's hard.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise,
It would be
Lady Yotei.
nice to like get the game from their perspective, like from that day on.
You saved my brother.
That'd be cool.
I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Damn it.
Joshua,
Einherjar.
the Einherjar is the royal
Einherjar.
flagship.
Yeah.
What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Meanwhile, the Agora, the free cities of
But are we
Canva.
truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard
Agora.
have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Who? Oh.
Distinguished members of the council.
You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Harbored. That's his name.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
No.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Surely they did not think they would survive that.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
Ooh. Oh, it took out everybody.
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
Who?
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound.
Mid?
And inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Or who are we talking about?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
Oh.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Okay.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years.
Years?
More.
Oh.
But to what end?
That
What
makes
does Ultima
sense.
want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
What a beautiful romance that would be.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yotei.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Why?
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
I guess us.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no.
So
Passing
purple.
caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade.
And orange.
That an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts, compelled as they are to
Yeah,
acts of
Joshua and
violence.
Yote.
Few survive to maturity.
How beautiful.
But those that do develop
I
a
can
hide of
imagine.
phenomenal
She was probably like a very young,
Do you want to sell?
undying,
Eventually,
member of the Undying.
tanned first that it might be crafted
When he was
into
saved from Rosaria,
marvels
so
the
they
likes of which
maybe
the world has
essentially
never
grew up
seen.
together all these years
Dread Evis skin
while
is a
she
rare
protected
thing
him.
indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast. Now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself
It's usually
might
like
weep with envy.
a damsel in
Bring me that
distress
beast's
type of
skin,
story,
and
but
I will share with you the bounty of our
what about
combined
a
labors.
I don't know what the guy equivalent would be, but
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you
with the
will.
roles reversed.
When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany,
I
you
have
are a
not
mere
been
stone's
listening to
throw
what
from
we're
the
supposed to be
fields of
doing.
Korava. I eagerly await your safe and, above all, triumphant return.
Excuse me, that was cooking for a while. Like I said, it's literally side quests on side quests on side quests. They start to really add up towards the end of the game.
Are you buying or selling?
That depends on your wares.
Come again.
Nothing I don't have or need. Why are we always trying to fight people?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged. at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Phoenix down.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal
Much like the
themselves
item.
unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Hello, the best TV news report on Twitch. Oh my goodness.
You certainly
Welcome.
keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
I wonder if there are any others out there. But thank you.
The free cities under siege?
Where is... I'm missing something. Oh, all the way over here? I don't know. I may just have to collect these side quests and then fulfill them later, because there's another one up there. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I took a long nap so I could be up later. I'm still yawning a bit, but I have energy. I have energy.
An ether flood, yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. You there!
Soft as feet.
Finally. And no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students...
24-hour Final Fantasy stream. Oh.
Sadly, this far from
No,
home,
the longest I've gone is
a
11
favorite
hours.
graybeard.
And that was
The university.
fueled by a desire to finish a game that I was playing for the first time. I could never do 24 hours. That would ruin my entire life.
Some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle.
Maybe in a world where I had like an entire month off, but not in like a regular week.
Of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do a nose?
Yeah, I feel like it's more reasonable for someone who streams full time, like that's their job. But because this is not my job and I just do it for fun, it's not worth it for me to wreck my sleep that badly.
And memorize a few inscriptions.
I still gotta show up for my day
assuming
job.
You know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village.
They're fun to watch though. I'll always watch someone else's. I'll like sleep obviously when I need to sleep, but
in the hope that those
it's nice to watch
shed light on a
someone
riddle
else
I've
put
been
themselves through
pondering
that.
for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember
Oh, right.
I'll
This.
piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll
We
have
have a
no
quiz.
trouble finding the stones.
Okay. So let's
How are those new boots treating you?
prep for some memorization. Oh. Where's the thing I need to go up to? That.
Beneath the flood, yes.
Here's the scraps you're after.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Wonders of the Golden Plains. Lay roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home. Okay. Wonders of the Golden Plains. Lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Thank you for the deal, egg, mister.
That was the northern one. Okay. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
That was east. Then we have Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. That was the southern one.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar.
Okay, hopefully I remembered those. I think I have to remember them.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh dear. Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yay.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
I think it was Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right.
At least I only have to memorize the beginning.
Customs in Tabor, its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Uh-oh. Now, I think it was this one. Now tillers. I remember saying tillers. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last, but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
A heavy pass. Filled with goblin coin. A goblin coin. Okay. Well, I'm not going back there for now. Can we go anywhere else at the moment? Oh, we're free. We're actually free to venture out. In that case, I think I will sidestep a little bit and take care of these side quests. I have to take care of the side quest before I move forward. I can't see all this green and ignore it.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We'll have a hard time putting this place back together.
Wait, where are we going? Oh, just in here.
Oh, nonsense. As long as we all do our bit, Dallam will be back to her old self in no time.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back? The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped up.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a
Someone
store
using
here
her
in
name.
the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in 2 places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
Ow. That hurt. Okay, investigate the storehouse.
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch. What a mess.
Is it this way? Yeah.
You fought very bravely. The safety of the town is in our hands.
Mm-hmm.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death?
What?
Or a quick one? Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Oh, he's trying to rob us. That's the whole reason behind this.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Wait, who's curing? Uh-oh. This one over on the sidelines. Hired muscle. No, there's another one who's curing. Where are they? This one. Oh, they're all hired muscle. Nice. Good Torgal.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. Then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
fucking coward!
No, that's you.
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Yeah, we need to find Goots because he could be in danger.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Oh.
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Oh, hey.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
What was done? Oh.
Goots, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck.
What did you do, kick him?
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, that. Wise
Oh,
words.
wait, her eye.
And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was.
No, what happened to her eye?
It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Ta-ra.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Seriously. Okay. Let's go to the other locations. Or should we just wrap things up in the hideaway? We probably should just wrap things up. One by one.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today will cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Well, potions are all over the place, so I don't need to buy one. Anyway, that was nice. We've got a continental censer. According to Karen, a censer packed with herbs and ambergris can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect a home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. Nice. Some sage or whatever, basically. Okay, on to the next. Let's go to Martha's Rest. Where's old dude? In here somewhere.
My lord,
Oh, hello.
Marcus, is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things
Oops,
worse.
I unplugged it from
Akashic
here.
attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Okay. More locations to check. So, back to Dalamil.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are extracting them. Perhaps.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel
Outfit.
you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh. Let's wait. Oof. Boom. It's like, where'd they go? Up in the air. Up in the sky.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment.
I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Cool. To Northreach.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Wait. There's 2 quests here. Let's do this one first.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Mm-hmm. Want them stealing apples.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Over here!
Oh, okay. Joshua putting in work. But so shall I.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Speaking of him, he's still in Canver with Mid and Gav, and we're just like, hold on a second, guys. I know you're in danger.
I see you're still here.
We're just taking care of a couple
Rest's
things.
location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Okay. Two more out there.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Out here.
Did the
Meadows then.
Enough of you, are there?
Silver Lobo. Oh wait, I haven't figured that out yet. What is that over there?
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
There's a
Easy
dragon.
enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. Get him!
Our meats. The liver, rather. Raptor liver.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Bright yellow. Oops.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Wait a second, I want to go up here. I'm curious. Who's up here? No thanks. Never mind. I think I've been up there.
The hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Some
And here
time
we have
later.
It. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Oh. That was a lot.
So, not fit for consumption then?
witchery is this?
Witchery?
The crackle of the crust
Oh.
gives way to an almost violent richness.
So it's
Yet
good.
it's the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell
He
what all
was
that
hacking.
nonsense he's talking, but I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable, and I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Forthwith and with forth. Okay, just one more on our list. We're about to catch up on our missives. Oh wait, wrong room. Dang it.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Okay, on our own terms. I regret that both of you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked. That both you and the lump had to get tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past. But thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done, Karen. Duty. My Lord Marcus, in your absence, shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace, Yote. The Garden League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all to sip our snake pit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection and those stiff limbs of yours and your countenance and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Luba. So it's from our previous side quests. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic and us, but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the toll. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my son's request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking. So as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. Wade. How fares the rest? The Guardians are getting along with the Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest walls when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you at cask. Martha. Then word from Northreach. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Isabel. Okay. Caught up. Now, let's take care of this last quest here. Somewhere here. Maybe we have to go this way. The jaw. Ooh. What is that? I'm gonna save. Real quick. Republican War Panther. Oh. It's a regular old run-of-the-mill War Panther in the way. Here's some scritches for you. And by scritches, I mean stabs. Goodbye.
We're not alone. If we must.
I don't know why I did that. Is it this way? I think so, but Well, there's two ways we could go. That way or up this way. Oh god. I don't have time. Getting kind of lazy with it. This would be our Avis.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. This one.
Let's try it. Loading. Nice.
Reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Let us deliver the skin.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I'd hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Yeah, we've got business to stand on. So that's going to be that, sir. Ooh. Time to master that, I think. Ooh, Giga Flare. Judgment Bolt. I still have to learn that too. Oh yeah, Flames of Rebirth. How have I forgotten? Okay, done with side quests for the time being, so we will continue on to Canva. I'm sure it will be great.
free cities under siege.
The Gilded Path. What is this area? I'm curious.
Are you sure this is the right way, bro?
No. I was just curious about this area. Not much going on yet. Not Joshua calling us out, saying, you might be going the wrong way. What's all going down here? Orcish fodder.
Then let us be rid of them.
Ew. Wow, they're lining this entire area, aren't they? Thumbnail just popped off. My fake nails are starting to come off, and I don't even remember when this one came off. Ouch. Okay. You know what? I have not pet Torgal in a while.
Get it, boy.
This way.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Possibly. Let's go find out. free cities no more.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
I don't remember much of this part. I might. But we'll have to see. Oh, where all these other side quests come from? It's like 3 of them. But I'm gonna push ahead. The free cities of Canva, southeastern Storm. From humble beginnings did a handful of villages join to form a staunch alliance that now controls much of the realm's mercantile trade.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
She said, I don't need all that. In her spunky accent.
My boy. Uncle Byron.
It's really you! I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned. But silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into 2 parties.
Oh.
I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that.
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe.
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Wait, what are we doing? Evenfall. Ooh. Just got exciting. I'm gonna save a new one. Boop.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Oh, finding survivors.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Hold it, hold it, hold. Oh, is it too late? What's that thing? What are these? Why is he so tall? Whoa. Sheesh. Phew. Who casted that? Okay. Oh, you. Hello. Not them protecting him. There we go. That does the job faster. I'm annoyed. Okay. There's another one over here. Where do y'all keep coming from?
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Ultima happened. I think. Oops. Oh. Yikes. Oh dear. That was bad. Oh. You're a surprise. Oops. That was not locked on. Sad. There was a treasure chest here somewhere. Here we go. I love how the light is shining on it. That helps. Ew, they're eating people. I'm gonna save up to get these.
big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Like, they're dead. Oh, hi. Welcome. Oh, I remember this guy. I hate him. I'm not a fan of the warping. Uh-oh. Frames are dropping. Apologies, apologies. Oh. That got us. We got us a little bit. Okay, I think we're... Oh, it dropped again. What the hell, man? It's like occasionally dropping, but not consistently. I don't have my other monitor here to see the effects, but I think we're okay. What level is my character? 37, I think. Oh, whoops. We're fine. Wait, too close. At least 15 levels up? Oh. Wow. I don't have time for all that. I would like to be in the battle for
There may still be survivors
a
inside.
little longer than I would be if I was 15 levels up. I feel like the battle would be able to. Oh, the battle would be over too quickly. Sufficient ability point. Oh, I'm close. I didn't do the math there. Let's try that. this looks like a battleground. Yes. Of course.
Does Ultima's reach extend this far?
Farther.
What is going on here?
Oops, I didn't mean to do this. Forgot how to get out of it.
Where is your master? What does he want? Get him.
Cool. Ooh.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
Muthos.
You again? I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harbor.
Sleipnir.
And you will yield.
Right. I knew his voice, or not his voice, his name was something like that. Oh, can I save mid-battle? No, I can't.
As long as you don't hold back. Get him! Over here! Let's try. Get him! Get him!
Oh, I did figure out how to do it. Cool. It's giving Kingdom Hearts Birthday Sleep. Shot lock ability.
Too slow.
Will you please stay in one spot?
Forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory.
Gungnir.
Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Okay. I think you might be enjoying this. Cool. Where? Oh, I'm like, where is he? I'll get out of this corner.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Can I please get out of this corner?
I wouldn't.
Too slow.
Okay. Open. Don't leave yourself open. Oh, it's Ramu. I've been saying Rama this whole time.
Enjoying yourself?
Yes. Kind of. In a weird way.
More, Mythos. Give me more.
Okay. Okay. Was he slain? Was he? Or simply defeated?
The vessel is strong.
right?
As are you, I see. We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Yeah, I
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm,
No.
Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Ooh, cinematic.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Well, we didn't even get to rest.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh, wait. Oh. I forgot.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oh dear.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
I was afraid. I was so afraid during this part. I remember. I remember. Like, I know he survived.
Will he be all right?
Obviously.
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we're up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
Yeah, given
no trouble
he
carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
too believes
I know, but
Clive is this necessary vessel.
you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gill into the hideaway and now the ship.
He wasn't gonna kill him.
I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt.
But Jill...
Yeah, hey, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king.
Okay,
I'm sure of
I
it.
do remember this part.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
To the Hideaway. To the hideaway. A Song of Hope. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to stop here.
Gav said that Otto might know something.
I must. This is the perfect stopping point. Okay. Lord knows I was so afraid because where is Jill? Where is she? I remember when I was playing it the first time. I just didn't know what happened to her. I am going to go ahead and master this. Tired much? Moderately. Not as much as I could be, if I'm being honest. Kind of gonna delete this one and just have that one. Oh, wait. I'm kind of scared. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Now we don't have a 12. That's so weird. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just a little bit tired, but I mean, I could keep going. I just feel like this is a really good stopping point. You know, to keep everyone on their toes, including myself. So we'll do a Song of Hope on Tuesday. Because I do have to work tomorrow. And then because I have to work tomorrow, Sunday will be a day of couch rotting and doing as much as I can. I also haven't eaten anything today. I snacked, but I haven't eaten like a meal today. So I'm gonna do like a late night girl dinner, if you will. And then head to bed. Maybe watch some TV. But yeah, no, I it's almost midnight, so I don't want to like be up too late. But this is a good place to stop. Anyway, this has been good. I forgot kind of what happened in Canver, but I remember how things kind of developed from here on, I believe. And we're pretty close to the end. We're pretty close. So we'll see. It would be fun if we had 16 parts, but it's not going to be 16 for Final Fantasy 16. It might be a little bit more. But yes, have a good night. Thank you for joining, Trey. Oh, so actually, thank you. Yeah, so I'll keep, of course, posting the things to YouTube, posting things to social media. So if there's any future cancellations, you can stay up to date there. But I did post on socials that I wasn't going to be back till Tuesday. So have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll see you then.